This is the Farm RPG podcast. I am your host, Belogan. In this episode, we have a player spotlight with Nightfury and a second win with BigMikeTX82. We wrap that up with a lengthy tea time section with Auggie and Boobun. Enjoy. This is another player spotlight. I am your host, Belogan. I have a supervisor today. Hey, Auggie.
Hi, I'm here to supervise. No fun zone.
I promise to break that rule.
I'll join you.
And thank you. My guest today, being super helpful and cooperative, just happened to ping me in chat when we were talking about the podcast today and offered to hop on. It is Nightfury.
Hello.
Hi, and welcome.
Hi, okay.
You know, Beligan always says that I'm the supervisor and I'm the no fun zone, but I feel like it's always him reeling me back in. But I will still claim the title of the no fun zone supervisor.
This is true.
It's fun. I mean, I have heard both of you talk. I do believe, Augie, you're right on this one. But, Beligan also hits the spot here and there. So...
Here and there.
Every once in a while, I can be funny. Did you hear that?
Exactly.
Well, see, but he does all the editing, so he can just edit himself to be funny.
Hey, don't give away my secrets.
All right.
Now that you're recording with us, you'll know. He'll edit in an extra joke or something.
Hey, why did the chicken cross the road? To get to the other side.
That's really cool.
That's pretty smart.
Yeah, I know.
Well, let's kick off the questionnaire, Nightfury. How did you learn about Farm RPG in the first place?
So one day I was on Reddit and I still remember the post. It was like, hey, I'm working on a simple text-based farm RPG game and I would like you to check it out. And I just, went past it. And I was like, okay, maybe some indie developer trying to do something nice, but I didn't, pay much attention. Few weeks roll by and my friend, he just pings me and he's like, hey, are you playing farm RPG? I was like, that text-based game that was on Reddit not too long ago. And he was like, yeah, you should try it. And I did. I got hooked and been playing that every day since then. And yep, I know you'll ask where he is now. He probably got burnt out. I did, reach out to him. And we were talking. Normally, our conversations would be like, send me some oranges, send me some OJ and things like that. But I think he probably is a little behind now on that. But yeah, I am glad that he introduced me to this because I'm pretty much hooked and loving it.
How long have you been playing for?
It's not been too much. I think I joined around March 25th, and I'm pretty close to 499. He joined a bit earlier than that, though.
Yeah, we never escaped corn jail. We learned today.
Oh, yes, we did.
We did learn that today. Well...
And best part is I got to know about the chat community almost a month in. I was like, let's see what this section does. And then I was like, oh, there are people talking over here. I have no idea how I missed that out for about a month. And that's when I met, pretty cool guy. And he helped me a lot. He told me a lot of things. And I mean, obviously, the whole community is pretty helpful. But yeah, he was like, don't waste your gold on expeditions and charters. And I was like, oh, really? Okay, I'll not do that. And that's how I got to know that, okay, I should be more smart about it.
Yes. Well, since you've been around for, a couple months or so now, if you only had one sentence, how would you describe the game as a whole?
Well, it's difficult to do that, but all in all, it's something that, I would play while working instead of working and, playing, if that makes sense. Like, it is something that is passively going on all the time, and I just live my life, while doing that.
So it's just an integral part of your life while your life still happens.
Absolutely.
I like that. I feel like a lot of people that play regularly are the same way. Like, yeah, I got to go to work, but, what's 2 minutes to go plant my crops or, click through these nets or...
Absolutely.
Here and there.
And with work from home, and the best part is that this runs on desktop. It's just like a web page. So all I need to do is I have like 3 monitors in front of me. One of it is dedicated to that. Even when I'm called, I'll just pop in and check, are my corn ready? Okay, harvest them and plant them again and move on. So yeah, it just goes on continuously.
Harvest and plant, harvest and plant. We're never getting out of corn jail.
I know. Yep.
All right. So this next question a little different. I'm going to tell you where your username comes from, and you can tell me if I'm even remotely close.
All righty.
All right. Nightfury. I think this username comes because you play the game in the middle of the night. For you, most of us in the US, we're up awake. But here you are at night, keeping a row on your crops, keeping those carrots in line, vigilantly watching chat for spammers.
Furiously.
All right, am I anywhere near? Furiously.
Well, the way I play, you described it correctly, but the username goes, quite back. Like early when I started playing, like when I purchased my first mobile phone, there was this game. I don't know if you know, Asphalt 8 and Asphalt 9, and they added an option for local racing, and in my friend circle, I used to have all my cars painted black and purple. And then my friend was like, well, you're just like Nightfury. And I was like, well, who's that? And then he showed me the movie How to Train Your Dragon. And in that you have Nightfury. And I was like, all right, this sounds cool. It's a dragon who doesn't love dragon. And I, just stick to that.
I knew it sounded familiar, but I couldn't figure out why. I was like, is this a superhero? But no. Okay. I was trying to think about where I knew it from.
Well, he is using a bat as his icon, so that played into my nerd.
I couldn't see a dragon, and oh yes, by the way, that was the day when I came back from watching the Batman movie, and it was pretty much still around my head, and I was like, yep, I'm going to use this as my username over here as well.
Well, it
where
works.
my profile, yep, that's where my bio comes from. So
Belligan was not correct this time. Maybe someday.
Yep.
Well, aside from the asphalt racing games, are there any other games that you like to play?
I was heavily vested into Clash of Clans, and I think everyone would agree, who has played that game, the clans were dying. It was not a pretty active group, but I didn't have, the guts, not guts, but basically I didn't want to leave my old friends and, join somewhere else, because every now and then they would pop up, and it was more or less like a point where we all would interact rather than just play the game. So, yes, it is right now. There are new updates and all that, but I'm still not into it. I haven't installed it. We just get together on Discord, chat up, and that's about it. But before Farm RPG, yes, I was heavily into Clash of Clans. And there are some other games, arcade games, and which I was into. But like Asphalt 9, I was still pretty much into that. But then it sort of leaned towards, I have to pay more for winning and things like that, and I was like, yeah, it's not going in a good direction, so I quit that.
Yeah, I it always makes me sad when I see that happen with games, whereas I feel like here Firestream does a pretty good job of you don't have to pay anything if you don't want to, and there's no ads. If you want to, if you want to, of course you can, and it will help you, but there are so many other ways to get the premium currency.
Absolutely. And today I was going to become a keyboard warrior, when Firestream popped up and everyone was bombarding him with quite a few things. I was like, all right, let's put the caps lock on and, just get started. But then I decided not to because, because somewhere I don't know if I should, talk about that update right now. It could be a spoiler as well for someone. But it was heavily misunderstood, and I think it still is, but I'm pretty sure after a few days, everyone will just, get back into the zone and be back where they are. So
that is something that happens every once in a while, where Firestream will post an update and people will just quickly read it and just knee-jerk react. And
yep.
I've been that person before too. It happens.
Yeah, I feel like there have definitely been times where, like, like the Rangers and some of the farmhands have had to be like, you know, separating everybody.
Yep.
Because
That
it's like some
happens.
people are mad at the thing, and then some people are mad at those people for being mad, and everybody's just mad. And so usually food is
Yes.
a good topic to bring up. What did you eat for dinner? What's a good dessert to have tonight? And it like almost always works because there's just enough people that are tired of seeing the argument
Yep.
that they just jump in even if they don't care about the conversation. Yes.
But this was like a pretty hot mess.
It was. I appreciate the sentiment of not leaving your clanmates behind in your other games too. I talk about how I used to play MechWarrior Online, and the group I was with had one or two good players, but this is like a 12v12 game. And most of our players could not hit the broadside of a barn when they shot. They were so bad, but they were fun to play with, even though they were terrible.
Absolutely.
I could have been on that team. That sounds like me.
Yeah, could have. Maybe.
That sounded really enthusiastic.
Pretty confident too, I must say.
I think he probably would have been better at that game than most of them. Just a suspicion.
I mean, maybe, but no. I was gonna say, whatever happened earlier. I was playing Turnip Boy Commits Tax Evasion earlier today, so I was still playing it when Belligan pinged me to jump on. It's fun.
All right.
Well, Nightfury, in addition to avoiding the topic of shark teeth, I think we're okay to talk about it. This will be coming out a couple days from when we record, and it's not spoilers at this point.
Oh, yes.
But what's one thing you wish the farm RPG community knew?
Well, I'm from India, so anytime you are here, don't hesitate to, shoot me up in DMs, because I travel a lot. I have covered about more than half of the country. Even now, I was traveling. I just came back from Nepal. It's like less than a week, and I'm planning to go to the other side of the Himalayas right now because I'm just loving it there. Rent is less, food is amazing, and less people, more mountains. So yeah, let me know.
All right. Well, that kind of also covers what I was going to say, which was, if you had any interesting facts. I mean, that in itself is super interesting, but do you have anything else?
No, I'm actually known, like by my whole circle as the traveling guy. So if they're planning something, they would just reach out to me and they'll be like, okay, these are the dates. This is our budget. Can we do it? Can we have the best out of it? And I'd be like, yep, you can. And if you want to go up a notch, you can change that as well. I was planning to be, a travel blogger, if that's what you want to call, or like make it full time. But seems like I will be in the corporate world for a few more years. So here we are.
Have you ever traveled outside of your country?
Yep. I mean, Nepal is technically outside of India, like it's a different country. And that is the only experience I have as of now, because India in itself is so vast that, it takes quite some time to first get out of your parents' house. Like India is a bit traditional. So it took me some time to get out and, then pursue my degree, get a job. And that's when my parents were like, okay, probably now you can do what you want to do. So yeah, it started a bit late, but yeah, I've been to various places, and my next one on the list is Sri Lanka. It's like just below us. So
Do you play cricket?
I do.
You played cricket?
I got a quick story to tell you about cricket.
Sure.
I don't even. Is cricket? Wait, is cricket the one that, like, with the ball on the ground and like a mallet that you hold upside down and you just like, it's like golfing but with a mallet, like slow golfing? Is that cricket or is that something else?
I am not really sure what you're describing, but here we
I'm
do
not
have
either.
a bat, which probably should be the reverse, mallet that you're talking about. And another player who is a bowler, he will just, run pretty fast and throw the ball at you, and you have to hit it. It's like baseball, but instead of 4 bases, we have like 2, and we have to run between those wickets instead of those bases.
What game was I thinking of?
That is something I want to know.
No, it's like they almost look like billiards balls, and they're on the ground,
Yeah.
and then there's like these little
I think
like.
of croquet.
Am I? Thank you.
Yeah, I think
Okay,
so.
tell your story. Thank you. Carry
All right.
on.
Nightfury, do you know what a dunk tank is?
Sorry?
Do you know what a dunk tank is?
A dunk tank? Nope, never heard of it.
All right. So basically, you get a big tub of water, and
Uh-huh.
there's a chair above it. And off to the side, there's a target. And people throw things at the target. And if they hit it, the person in the chair falls into the tank and they get dunked.
Oh.
Yeah, it's
That
not a
sounds
tub
nice.
of water. It's like a really small pool. So like it's yeah.
All right.
So a couple of years ago, we had a worldwide training for people in my organization with people from all over the world come in, about 120 people.
Mhm.
And we had a dunk tank. And they asked the managers if they were interested in being in the dunk tank. And like, okay, fine, we'll be a good sport about it.
All right.
So it was really funny. You could tell the people that grew up playing baseball and cricket because they could throw the ball and hit the target. The guys from India could dunk me like crazy. So could the Americans that play baseball. But you'd watch like the Chinese or the British, and they'd wind up and their faces would get all screwed up and look real serious. They'd throw the ball and it would maybe go third of the way. The target just hit the ground. The guys from India could hit it because they played cricket and they knew how to throw the ball, and they would always come up to me the next couple of days. They'd be like, "Oh, I got you 3 times. Oh, I got you 4 times." It was a lot of fun.
Yep. That's true because every kid here, cricket is the common game. It's played a lot. Almost everywhere you'll go, you'll see people playing cricket. That's what you start with. That's our first sport, if you want to call it. That is what we grew up with. And eventually someone decides to, okay, I'll switch to something else. And, that's when they branch out. But I'm pretty sure everyone plays cricket at least once in their life.
All right, awesome. Auggie, did you remember what your question was?
What's yes,
Something
I did.
about India, Sri Lanka.
Yeah, well, because you've traveled all over, the country. What's like the coolest like thing that you've seen or like best meal that you've had? Either of those. I'm just curious.
Well, the answer is same, but so in Himachal there is this dish. It's called a siddu, and it's like a steamed bun. And it is stuffed with different things. If you want a vegetarian version, you have that, and if you want it to be stuffed with meat, it's it comes with that as well. And it has a lot of butter, or like it's a ghee. It's like unsaturated butter. So and it's delicious. It has the walnut and apricot mashed together as a side dish, and it's like a dip, and you use that. And I can eat, I mean, I'm pretty sure I can eat a lot of it. That's something that I can stuff myself with the most. And that's something you will find only up in the northern areas, like the authentic and really nice ones. So that is the favorite dish, or favorite food item that I have ever eaten. And trust me, I've eaten a lot of things. And it's pretty cool too, because the like everything is produced there. Like they have their own farms. Someone is planting and someone is sowing those, and eventually they harvest it, and it's mostly made there. Obviously there are commercial versions as well, but when you eat something that is homemade, you'd absolutely love that. And the coolest thing that I have seen that also comes from there only, where I have seen an environment where the farms were like let's say they could only farm for 4 to 6 months a year. Six is again an exaggeration. Otherwise, it would only be four, because rest of the time it's covered with snow. So during those 4 months, they would like, let's say there are about 100 families there are in a village. So like one would sow only grains, someone would go with cabbage and potatoes. And once the harvesting is done, they would have a festival, and then they would sit together and they'll be like, okay, I have grains and I need this. Like our trade chat, I'm not kidding. Okay, they would actually
They'd like trade for things.
exactly, they would trade grains with vegetables and vice versa. And someone would be like looking for hay because they have livestock to maintain, and they need that for the rest of 8 months. So they would obviously store it. They have a storehouse, so they would just keep everything over there, some in enough quantities that it would last them throughout the winter. And I had only heard of it. Like, I mean, I don't know about you, but I had like only heard that okay, there was a barter system, back in the days. But when I saw it for the first time, I was like, okay, good to know that it still exists. And in certain situations, I mean, obviously they still need basic things like soap, toothbrush, and the modern amenities. Then they would take the rest of it to the market. They would sell it, get money, and buy rest of the products and things like that. So I was like, well, that's a pretty cool way to live. And yeah, that's the coolest thing that I've seen so far.
That does sound pretty cool to see. And like, honestly, in this, in today in society, like it was probably like surreal a little bit.
Absolutely. And it was like negative 18 Celsius when I was there. So all the clothes that, they were drying, even the water droplets that were falling, they were like frozen. And I was like, okay, this explains how cold it normally would get. And yeah, I mean, even network, like I was worried about working from home over there. You know how work from home is going on for us. So like I was there and I was worried because network came there, like the connectivity, any signal, it came there 2 months, before I visited that place. And I asked the driver, he was just a local, and I was like, so what do you guys do for entertainment? Do you have like TV, newspapers, or something? And he was like, entertainment? Well, we work. So I was like, okay, sounds good.
Farm RPG it is.
Farm RPG it is.
That's awesome. Well, thank you, Nightfury, for making yourself available on some very odd hours for you, but works for us, and for being proactive to come and join us on the podcast.
I was going to say, what time is it for you right now?
5 a.m.
Oh my goodness. That is way too early / late for me. It is 6:30 p.m. for me here.
But it's fun because I work the night shift. I know this is what I was telling, Belagan earlier about my whole life, how my schedule is. And I'll be hitting the gym now. So it all falls in schedule. All good here.
Hey, it's your host, Bellogan again. And we have a player spotlight next with BigMikeTX82.
Hey, thanks for having me.
Hey, thanks for volunteering to come on and being proactive about it. We really appreciate that.
Absolutely.
I really should have looked up 82 in Roman numerals and thrown that in with your name. That would have been good with TX. Whatever. That would have been.
You would have messed me up there.
Yeah.
Yeah, I stop at X.
I'm going to Google that really quick. It's LXXI, 3 X's, LXXXXII. There we go. Big Mike TXL XXXXII.
Well, I might have to message somebody to change my name in the game now to just mess with people.
Certainly something we could do. All right. So I'm going to go with short Big Mike. When I think TX, I think of something completely unrelated to farming in games. So we'll stick with Big Mike.
That works for me.
So you've been playing since the 12th of January. What did you first learn about Farm RPG?
Yeah, so I just gotten for years, I'd only carried a work phone, and I never did a personal phone. And I finally was just like, I'm going to get a personal phone, separate my personal life from my work life. And whenever I did that, I got on the iOS gaming subreddit, and I was just trying to find some games that I could play just when I didn't feel like doing my main PC gaming stuff. And Farm RPG came up in there. I'm like, well, I like farming and stuff. And so downloaded it, started playing it. I was hooked day one.
So what about the game got you hooked?
The progression, and it's one of those things. It's a game where you get out of what you invest into it. And so, like for me, I'm not normally a completionist in games, but for some odd reason, this particular game, I'm like, I want to get everything done in this game. And so that's kind of the big driving factor for me, is being able to finish the help request, making sure I have enough crops in my deal, dealing with my cows and chickens and raptors, and and it's also something that you don't have to think too much about it, and so it's kind of a nice shutdown of my brain of just like, okay, plant crops, craft this, yada yada yada. You know what I mean?
Yep. Yeah, I do. Like the challenge with the completionist part is that there's always new content coming out.
Yep, and I am so glad for that.
I remember people asking me back in August and September, they're like, Belligan, why are you still playing? You've done everything. I'm like, no, I haven't. I know better than that. So now that you've played for a while, you've gotten to all 499s and about halfway up the tower at this point for the existing 100 levels.
Yep.
You were going to describe to somebody what farm RPG is in one sentence. How would you do that?
So farm RPG is an idle game where you can focus your attention on one thing or many things at the same time. I also like the farming in a spreadsheet analogy. That's also pretty accurate too, especially if you are on the Discord and go into the math channel.
There's a lot there.
There is.
All right, awesome. I like those descriptions. So you mentioned this is probably one of your first mobile games, since you're using a personal phone instead of just a work phone. I'm bad about that. I have just a work phone. I'm like, no, I'm not getting another one. Well, I haven't gotten in trouble for using it for other stuff just yet. But
yeah, I wouldn't either. But it was, and I played a little bit of mobile games, but my work phone was mostly just work stuff, and I would occasionally play like solitaire or something on it.
I used to carry two phones. I'll admit I did that for a while, and I'm like, I can't do this. Probably about 7 or 8 years ago, I'm like, no, I'm not carrying two phones anymore.
I did the same thing. It's funny because it's when Blackberries came out, and my work issued me a Blackberry, and I thought, oh man, this is awesome. I can get email on my phone. Getting email on your phone is not awesome when you work in IT.
Well, I don't mind it so much because I can go on vacation without taking vacation time and just answer my emails on my phone and not have to burn that valuable vacation for when I really don't want to be bothered.
That's true.
So you said your primary game on PC. What other games do you like to play?
So here lately, V Rising has been one that my buddies and I have been playing a lot. It's like a vampire RPG kind of thing. It's pretty cool. I was a big competitive shooter fan, but I got old and I'm not quick enough on the trigger anymore. And I don't have hours a day to invest in that. So I kind of hung up my spurs for that. The new Diablo game came out today, and I'm sure that's going to occupy a lot of my time. I love action RPG games.
All right, cool. Yeah, when you talk about being slow with the first-person shooters, that just reminds me of everyone I used to play MechWarrior Online with. A bunch of old guys that couldn't aim for crap, and they were terrible, but they were fun to game with.
In my college days, Quake 3, me and my buddies, we would play that all the time, and it got really competitive. We were also big into Unreal Tournament.
Uh-huh. Cool. So the Diablo game, was that Diablo 4 or is that a different one that just came out?
It's a different one. It's Diablo Immortal, and it's actually cool because it's coming out on phone and PC.
Okay, I was going to say, I thought Diablo 4 was still a ways out from what I remember seeing, but...
Yep, you're correct on that.
I did play Diablo 3 when it came out. I didn't play any of the other ones prior to that. That was my first foray in the series.
That was a good one to jump into. I started with 2. I remember for Christmas one year, my parents got me the Blizzard Battle Chest, which included StarCraft and Diablo, and I want to say there was one other game, but I obviously didn't play it. Diablo just struck a chord with me, and I've been a fan of this series ever since.
Yeah, I remember when those games came out, we didn't have a computer that would run Diablo at the time. I don't know if my parents would have let me got it or not. And then 2 came out, like, I think right after I got married or right before, and I really didn't have much time for gaming at that point in my life. But
no, I understand that completely.
I have gone back and played the original Diablo once it came to good old games, and that was fun.
Oh yeah, did they release a remaster of that, or just the straight up Diablo 1? This is what you played.
It was just the one. I think they had the Hellfire expansion or something like that was added on later on. So if you wanted anything better, you had to mod it, which isn't too bad to do. It's my recollection, but I kind of like to, unless it's like a completely unusable user interface, I try to play games the way they were originally made.
Same.
When I do that. All right. Well, moving on our questions, is there anything you wish that the farm RPG community knew?
One of the bigger things that I notice is if you go to the library or buddy.farm, 99% of your questions will be answered.
Well, Buddy Farm especially has been a great resource. I've slacked on videos and library pages since it's come out.
Yeah, I'm a huge fan, and I kind of got stuck in the rut early on with it where I didn't remember that was a thing that was out there, and now I've finally gotten to the point where like there's always a tab on my phone that's open to it, so I could quickly look up something.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's definitely helpful in that regard.
Yep. And also, don't forget about giveaways for things like bugs.
Do you really need more bugs?
I don't need any more bugs, but there was a time where I needed bugs, and giveaways was the best way to get them.
I think we're all happy to get rid of those.
Amen to that.
Well, apparently I'm not great at reading quests or reading my questions in order. I completely forgot to ask about the username BigMikeTX82. Where did that come from?
Yeah, that one's pretty self-explanatory, if I'm being real honest. My name is Mike. I'm a big dude. I'm about 6'6". I wear size 15 shoes. I live in Texas, and I was born in '82. So whenever I was in college, it was kind of funny. All my buddies, they'd be talking to somebody, and they're like, "Hey, do you know my friend Mike?" And they're like, "Mike, Big Mike." And they're like, "Oh, yeah, I know that guy." And so it just kind of stuck.
All right. Well, you got a few inches and a few shoe sizes larger than me. I got a couple years on you, though. I'm an 1980s kid myself.
Nice.
So similar age. It's fun to run into people that have similar life experience. I don't have to worry about knowing all of the new kid lingo that my kids failed to teach me.
Yeah, I've been seeing people say poggers or something. I had to go Google that.
Pog. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's a pretty awesome, great, something like that. I don't know.
Yeah,
I know what it means. I have no clue where it came from.
I already forgot what it meant, so thanks for the reminder.
I'm trying to think of something else to be appropriate. Please offer what's something with G people would want besides gold. Goldfish. Grapes.
Yeah, grapes, probably.
There we go. Please offer grapes. That's what it means forever from now on until Augie throws a fit. Tells me otherwise.
Every time I see her online, I'll probably tag her with that.
There we go. All right. Do you have any interesting facts about yourself you could share with us?
Yeah. So I've got a ham radio license. That's kind of cool. And not something that's really much of a thing anymore. Yeah, there's plenty of people out there that do it, but for somebody kind of my age, that's kind of it's rare to find somebody. It's very much an older man's hobby. And my longest contact I ever made was in Australia, which with the website I used to calculate was a 7,000-mile hop.
That's pretty long distance. Yep.
It was, and it was a voice thing, and it was super cool.
I work with a bunch of guys who are ham radio operators, and so they'll use their call tags for all kinds of things. I'll tell you some after we're done recording.
I look forward to hearing that.
I was going to say, I almost got a ham radio's license. When I was doing my electronics and associates, we had an RF semester, and you could do the ham radio license and or the FCC license. And I didn't want to learn Morse code, so I didn't do the ham one. I did the FCC license.
Well, you'll be happy to know they dropped the Morse code requirement, so if you ever do want to go back, it's a lot easier.
I bet. I tried drilling, and I was so busy at the time. It's like, no, I can't learn this on top for something extra.
I tell you what, too, it's honestly one of the easiest certifications to get because they give you all the questions and answers up front.
Yeah. Yeah, the FCC was the same way. It was like, here's a pool of questions, and you just kind of learn them. and then reproduce your answers as best you can when they actually throw the test out.
Yep.
All right, I cut you off. You were saying something else.
Yeah, and something kind of else in my personal time enjoy. My wife and I like to go camping in our fifth wheel, so it's pretty. We try to get out as much as we can and just go hit up random places. We've been to Yellowstone twice, which that's a 1,200-mile trip from where I live. And it's a very long drive to get up there pulling a trailer, but it was absolutely worth it.
Yeah, Yellowstone's beautiful. It's a pretty part of the country, for sure.
It's beautiful. The wildlife is insane. We actually saw a grizzly bear and a black bear while we were there. The Grand Prismatic Spring is just... There's all sorts of cool stuff I could go on about that whole thing, but I better stop for the sake of the podcast.
So what's the difference between a fifth wheel and an RV?
So a fifth wheel is a type of RV. So you've got travel trailer, fifth wheel. Then you've got your motorhomes, which are class A, B, and C. And pop-up tents, pop-up trailers.
All right, there we go. A lot of the guys I work with are close to retirement age, so they're all into the RVs. So I hear a lot of the terms, but I'm not super familiar with them.
Yeah, and so the nice thing about fifth wheels, it's easier to pull because the pin that pivots is over your axle. And so when it's on a normal trailer hitch, your RV, if wind hits it just right, it can actually kind of push you a little bit. And they've got things to help mitigate that, but it doesn't always mitigate all of it. And whenever that pin weight is directly over your axle, you don't have to deal with that as much.
All right, cool. You learn something new every day on this podcast. May or may not be related to Farm RPG.
Well, maybe we need fifth wheels and travel trailers in Farm RPG.
Yeah, we're a little bit prehistoric still I think we can do steam engines.
I'm down for that too.
For sure. We've made steam wagons of canon in the D&D game. For the set.
I haven't gotten that far in the D&D thing yet, but I'm working on that.
Trying to think if that episode is tomorrow. I think it's tomorrow where that gets introduced.
Okay. I'm one episode back.
From when we're recording. It'll be out by the time this is live. All right, awesome. Well, thank you again one more time, BigMikeTX82 for taking some time to come talk to us and for being on the podcast.
Hey, thanks for having me. I enjoyed it.
Lovely.
Welcome to another Tea Time segment with me, Augie, and Boobun, who is also here.
Hi, I'm also here.
Yay.
It's me. Yay.
So we decided to come into this segment with absolutely no plan. So we're just going to see where it goes. Yeah.
We're just gonna wing it. We could talk. I mean, there's been some updates, but not a ton that it would give us a lot of meat to chew on. So we could go over a little bit of it, or we could just
chat.
Talk about what we're gonna. We could just chat. We could just chat about life. The chats. We could go look. Oh, here's a fun thing we could do. We could just go live, look at some of these chats, and see what's happening right now.
Where should we
people
go?
Are up to.
Should we go to?
Oh, I don't know.
Let's go to help chat.
Let's go to help and see what people are asking for help about. Oh, these are some fun questions that we could look at. Some people are having, like somebody's skill is level 16, and they're like, "What should I craft and sell?" That's fun.
There's a library page for that because I at one point knew.
There is a library page for the crafting guides. Let's take a look. Let's take a peek at the crafting advice. There's crafting and crafting advice. I think crafting advice is where you'd want to go for this.
Yeah.
And for that person, since they're level 16, they would want to do wooden shields. Wooden shields is the way to go. Also, the Get Rich Quick one. The Get Rich Quick library page is another good place to go.
Yeah, I super need to update.
This one's by you. These are all by you, I think.
A lot of them are. I super need to update Get Rich Quick specifically with the late game passive silver. But honestly, if you're late game, you already know what you're doing. So I think that's kind of why
you don't really need a guide when you're late game. This is like early game stuff.
Yeah.
What was added recently that was really good for money? I think it was the blue coin purses.
Yeah, the blue purse, the purple bag, and the red shield. Oh
yeah, those are all very good.
Ooh, the crossbow too, though.
Oh, the crossbow just hit. That one just came out. That one is very good.
Ooh.
That's an excellent new big money maker.
Moment of silence for all of those voided arrowheads.
Oh, I know. Oh my God. Well, at least there's a use for them now. Honestly, the use for them is blessed. Like that is such a good thing because they were just being voided forever for me because I never did anything with them and I didn't sell them because I'm like that person that just locks everything except for like the stuff I actively craft and sell or fish from Large Island, and so everything just gets voided in my life because I'm a bad person. But now I can craft those and sell them, so I like that. That's pretty good. Like those new crossbows. But yeah, other good money like lanterns. Ooh, baby. That used to be my like jam back in the day. The lanterns, I used to really love crafting those because like that really brings up your crafting skill along with making you a lot of money. That's a very good method of boosting levels and boosting your silver intake. I love that. Love it.
All right, so that was a small snippet from Help. Where should we go next?
Ooh, let's see. I never look at global. Let's go look at global. It's always so hectic in global. There's like so much stuff going on in here all of the time. Let's take a look.
I'm just gonna say hi, global.
Yeah, me too. I'm gonna put Frank in there. That's how you know I'm looking at a chat. Is I always put Frank in as soon as I like come into a chat that I'm looking. That's how you know I'm active. There we go. People won't remember this.
We will.
If you saw us, say hi. We'll remember. Someone's yeeting stuff into the void, it says. A really cool dog. That's a very good username. Shout outs to a really cool dog. Nice username. You probably don't listen to the podcast, but if you did,
you should.
You'll hear your shout out.
You
should be listening.
Username. I do like that username.
I do too. I like dog.
You have a dog?
I do have a dog. She's walking around right now getting into mischief while I'm not paying attention to her. Hey, come here. I'm going to give you a cookie. Ooh. Here she comes running. But yeah, okay, global. There's just a lot of people talking. Oh, look at is in here also. Putting carrots. I'm sure I'm going to have carrots in my mailbox from usually if they are in. I think I'm using they, them pronouns for anybody I don't know what their actual gender is. So
yeah,
I think is a dude, though.
I am fairly certain that is correct. I'm gonna.
Oh yeah,
I'm gonna send him trout.
There you go. Oh yeah, we'll both trout him. Let's trout him.
I'm trouting.
That's fun. I don't know. Also, I think that's like a point of wonder for everybody is how to pronounce that username. Who knows? Oh no, there's no room. You've filled the user the mailbox of this user. I can't trout him. That's okay.
His box, nope, box
now
is empty. I do like that auto refresh.
I do too. It's so good. But yeah, it's all right. So we've looked at global. We've trouted somebody. We've trouted good old f.
We've trouted the trouter.
We have trouted the trouter.
Yeah.
Get trouted. All right. Also, these new chat buttons. They're
nice. They're so nice.
They are nice. I really like them. I'm gonna trout him again. He just emptied his mailbox. This auto refresh is very nice. So Firestream, if you're listening, I appreciate the auto refresh on the mailbox
so that we can trout FFFF.
So I can just actively trout somebody more efficiently.
More efficiently without having to click check again.
Yes, more efficiently. Get it? Because it's trout.
That was good. That was a good pun.
Thank you.
Right.
Thank you.
All right, where do we want?
All right, so
where do we want to go?
I guess if we're gonna go down the list, if we're going down the list, the next in line is dear old spoilers. I love you, spoilers.
Close my eyes and open up the chat.
There you go. Close your eyes. Close your eyes and look at spoilers.
Oh, it's not too bad. Okay.
No, it's not bad. They've been a little bit more chill as the week has gone on. This week has been very popcorn worthy in here, just because everyone was a little salty about not being able to instant complete some quests this week.
It is
which
a marathon.
I don't quite understand personally. It is a marathon, not a race, but a marathon is kind of a race, or a sprint is what it was, right? It's a marathon, not a sprint. But listen, live your life. Just enjoy things. Don't take things so seriously, everybody. I love you. I will kiss you on the head. Just calm down. You're all right. But
Drink
right
some
now,
water.
spoilers, just calm. Drink some water. Yes, stay hydrated.
Yes.
Salt will dehydrate you.
Yes. So you need to make sure you drink extra water if you're feeling a little salty.
Yes. Stay hydrated, spoilers, at all times. What are they talking about right now? It looks like
emeralds.
Crafting. More crafting conversation. There's a lot of crafting convos happening out there in the world today.
Yes.
Love it.
Love it.
All right. Well, and trivia is dead, as per the usual. You could post something in trivia. You have the power.
I do. I could just say hi. But I did, and then I deleted the message. So nobody but me will know.
Yep. That's what trivia is good for. Okay, giveaways. Yeah, let's see. Let's see if we can't give some stuff away right now. Live
on air.
Let's see. Live on air. Somebody was looking for fishing bait, but their mailbox is full. Come on now. Some of these are a little older. They're like 6 minutes. This is not very busy today. Usually it's really bumping in giveaways.
Usually it is.
I don't see anybody like actively chatting. These are all like a couple minutes old.
Well, let's see. Who wants a free egg 05?
Just one free egg 05.
I have 100 of them.
Ooh, how many do I have? I have 69 of them.
It's a big omelet. Nice.
It is a big omelet. Oh, my goodness. Ooh.
Wow, nobody wants an egg 05. Okay.
Nobody wants the eggs. No, all right. That's fine. Whatevs. Okay, giveaways. Look I was here to be generous, and everybody's looking to give stuff away. I'm not looking to get anything.
Oh, I got one.
Oh, you did?
Yes.
Oh, nice.
From it's random _Remy. This is an official shout out to
Remy.
you from the podcast.
You got
from
that egg, free egg.
You got a free egg
I'm just
and a free
say
shout
egg.
out. FFFF he just trouted me back.
Oh no, he sent me mealworms, so I got mealwormed. They went to the void though, because
so did
I'm full.
So did the trout.
Goodbye, trout.
Let's see. What else can we do in giveaways?
And then let's see. Yeah, what else is happening in giveaways? People are giving away goldfish. That's nice. Oh, this person wants some.
Heck.
All right, you know what? I'm going to be real nice. I'm going to give you some Arnold Palmies.
Ooh, wait,
oh, no, you can't even get Arnold Palmies.
I can't
send them.
I can take them.
Oh, you want some?
I mean, yeah.
I'll give you some Arnold Palmies. Let me see. Let's see. Here you go. I will send you. You got a cool 50 Arnold Palmies. Enjoy.
I
have a stock. I have a stock of them currently.
Ooh,
I see you giving out treat bags.
Yes. I gave one to, I changed my name. I'm giving one to Jassy. There's a lot of S's and E's in there.
Here, I'll help you out because I have some also myself.
Okay.
This Hasawari, I will give one to. Here you go. I have 40 of them. So there you go. Handing them out.
It's like trick-or-treating.
It is kind of like trick-or-treating. I missed the Halloween event. That was like, I was so busy around Halloween. I just could not even pay attention to the game at that point. So I missed that event.
But you still have the treat bag from the wheel.
I still have it. You know why? I have treat bag 02 because of the wheel. That's the only reason I have them. The wheel gave me 100 at one point. So I've got a ton. Blessings on the wheel, honestly.
It's like every 2 weeks or so, I'll get a jackpot on the wheel for an event item. So I I send stuff to.
I get Valentine's cards too. I got Valentine's cards like last week, like 100 of them. I was like, cool.
I just offloaded a whole bunch of my like event stuff I gave it to user dad because he was like, I want more event items. So I was like, okay.
I mean,
I kept most of what I had, but like I still have 500 Valentine's cards. I have.
Wow.
Yeah.
I only have 100, but it's just because I like. I gave them to people.
I still do. I mastered them, so I still have 100 snowballs. I'm ready for the next quest.
Ooh, I don't think I have. Let me see what my snowballs are. I think I have maybe some snowballs. I have 49 snowballs.
What else? I still have.
Well,
I have 10 Rudolph. I had 17, but now I have 10.
I think I have one of each, at least one of each reindeer.
I do have
more Rudolphs than anything else.
Yeah, Rudolph was the one that was in Santa's workshop, I think.
Yeah, it was. So I got a ton of those, and I have a ton of Donners also. I have 5 Donners.
Yeah, the ones I don't have Comet, Blitzen, or Vixen. I think those are the ones that I don't have, and maybe one more.
I have every single reindeer, at least one. I saved every single one, like just one of each. I don't know how I got one of each kept, but I did somehow. I'm happy for it. I like them, and I'm going to keep them forever. I will never get rid of them. Let's see how many. I wish I could give popcorn away. I have so much popcorn.
How much popcorn do you have? What's the popcorn?
I have 106
count?
Popcorn. 106. That's my popcorn count. I put every single one of my throws into the well is water lilies, so that I get popcorn.
I have 15.
You don't get popcorn on every single throw. It's mostly like, I think that's like most people have 15 or so, or like right around there. But not me. I've got 106. I think Nethy is beating me still, though. Oh, here we go. There's my Nethy shout out. Woo! I got it. I hit it.
You got it in.
I said I was going to do it. I did it. I got it in there, and I did not even plan on doing that. I completely had forgotten. Sorry, Nethy. I completely forgotten. Sneak attack. I got it. Got him in there.
Let's see. Let me go explore somewhere. I still need skull coins, so I'm gonna go explore.
Oh, you do? Now I have 2 quests left. I have Hold the Line, and I have Intruders Beware, which is everybody's got right now.
I did Intruders Beware. I did do that one.
How did you have enough shark teeth?
No, not that one. The other one.
Hold the Line?
Yeah, that's the one I meant. I know. I did the one with Star.
Yes, the star quest to get the second mystical staff, because folks have been selling their mystical staffs.
Yeah, I guess so.
Yeah, I know somebody who sold their entire inventory at one point, just for fun.
That doesn't sound like what? Okay.
Yeah, but then they didn't have the the mystical staff for that quest. I feel like that should have been probably unsellable, because I think there's some unsellable items.
There's like a couple, but also at this point in the game, you already know.
Don't sell anything. Never sell anything ever. Don't do it. Don't put yourself through the pain of selling something. But stuff happens sometimes, and you just like, what would happen if I sell this item? Oops, I need it for a quest suddenly.
You know what item I'm never going to sell is the rubber ducky.
Oh, same. Oh, you know what's needed for one of these quests coming up, though? It went orange. So
no.
I said in spoilers the other day, I said they can rip that rubber ducky from my cold, dead hands.
I'm going to have some words with Tenfu about this rubber ducky. What's he doing? Message Tenfu.
Message Tenfu and say, why do you want my ducky? You can't have it. Don't take my ducky from me, please. It's like my favorite. It's like a photorealistic duck. I love it. Like, if you look at the art for it, it's like literally a photo. I love it so much.
Yeah, it's same. Okay, so I said, "Excuse me, sir. Why is Rubber Ducky orange? Why are you taking him from me? I refuse." And I know he read my message
Oh, good.
because he was offline, and now it has a little phone. Like
Oh, now he's online.
Discord mobile.
Uh-oh, he knows.
He knows. I will update. He is typing. He's typing.
Uh-oh. What
The
does he have to
suspense.
say?
What does he have to say for
The
himself?
suspense of the moment. All right. I have to grab something from my dog's mouth. Hang on 1 second.
Okay. Well, what he said was a spoiler, anyways.
Lord, this dog just found a twist tie on the floor. I'm going to beat her.
Gosh. Oh my gosh.
Take it away from her. All right. What did Tenfu say?
It is a spoiler, so I cannot say.
Okay. All right. I get it.
But
I
said I want an
assume-
army of them, is what I said. I replied that I
Good.
want an
I hope
army of rubber duckies.
I hope we like break into a rubber ducky shipment and can get way more. I literally wish I could throw stuff in the well to get them because I love them so much. It's like a popcorn moment. I want as many of them as I possibly can get.
No, I enjoy working with Tenfu. He even, I told him that I needed a new emblem and it was for science, and he did it. So for anybody who doesn't know, my emblem is currently like a pretty like lilac-y capybara with sunglasses, and then on his head is a tiny rubber ducky also wearing sunglasses.
I love that.
Yeah.
I'm a fan. He made my emblem too, as when I requested it. So if you see my emblem, that was a request from me. It was Spooky Frank, and then it got used in a quest. I was very excited that Spooky Frank got used in a quest. I think it was your quest at what's it called time? The St. Patty's, I believe.
Yes. Yeah.
The St. Patrick's Day quests. It was used then, but I went into a chat one day, I don't know, like a couple months ago, and they're like, somebody was using it. I was like, hey, somebody's using my emblem. That's very cool. And they're like, it's not yours. I was just like, yes, it is. It's my emblem. I requested it. They're like, no, you didn't. I was like, okay, fine. It's not mine.
See, I know this one is mine because only staff can use it.
Yeah, that's true. Only staff can use your emblem. Someday.
And
Someday I'll have an emblem that I can only have.
the Boobun
Maybe.
emblem.
The Boobun emblem, yeah.
Yes, there are a few staff-only emblems.
That's very cool.
Yeah, we have like a whole...
I like that.
On PC, there's like a whole row and then like 5 extra for staff only.
That's how you know.
Extra.
That's how you know your staff, is you get your special emblems.
Yes, a couple of them are repeats.
The special emblem.
But let's see. Yeah, I have the Frank with the monocle and mustache, of course.
Of course.
There's the macaroni with the sunglasses, and by macaroni I mean gold coral.
Mm-hmm. Macaroni with the chicken strips.
It really looks like mac and cheese.
It does look like mac and cheese. It does.
It's okay. We know what it is.
We know what it is, but in my heart and my mind, it is mac and cheese.
It's Kraft, the Easy Mac microwavable.
Yes, a Kraft dinner if you're Canadian.
Is that what it's called?
I dated a Canadian for a while, and they call it Kraft dinner. Yeah, because they can't call it Kraft mac and cheese because there's not enough cheese in it, and Canada is strict about what you can and can't label cheese if it doesn't have a certain percentage of cheese in it. So it cannot be Kraft macaroni and cheese there. It has to be called Kraft dinner.
Hello.
Yeah, that's why. It's not enough real cheese in it to be called Kraft mac and cheese.
So like I don't know what just happened on my end. I don't know if my internet decided to censor your explanation of the
Kraft mac and cheese.
Yes, that's okay. I heard enough.
Do you want me to re-explain? Okay. I mean, you can listen to the podcast and re-listen to it. Yes. Because it recorded on my end. I can see myself. I can see all the.
That's all that matters.
The wigglies. I can see the wigglies. So you'll have to listen to this episode now. So you get the full explanation of what a Kraft dinner is.
Yeah, I do have to say, as somebody who's on the podcast, you know, regularly enough, like going back and like listening through the episodes, there's so many times where I'm just like cringing at myself because it's like, why did I say that like that? Why did I do that?
Oh,
Like,
yeah.
all the time.
I mean, that's bound to happen, though. I
don't word
that's
good all the
life.
time.
I've worked. Yeah, sometimes words don't come out good. I've worked in a call center for a very long time, so I've had my fair share of listening to my own voice, like while being, having a supervisor listen to a call I've taken as like a coaching measure. So like I am used to hearing my own voice and how like stupid I sound all the time. So I don't care. At this point in time, I've heard my own voice enough that however it happens, it happens. I don't care. I sound dumb 99% of the time. It's fine. Dumb or annoying, or like Rebel Wilson, as somebody had messaged me and asked me if I was Rebel Wilson the other day. I'm not Rebel Wilson, I promise.
Are
That's
you
a different fat
Aquafina?
girl. I'm not Aquafina either.
Are you sure?
I am positive. If I was Aquafina, I'd have way more money, and I don't have that much money. I wish I did have more money.
Same.
She at least like does cool stuff. She like voices cartoons and stuff. I would love to do that. Are you kidding?
And she was in the Marvel universe.
Yeah, she was in the Marvel. She was in the Spider-Man. No, she was not in Spider-Man. It was the other one.
Shang-Chi.
Shang-Chi, yes, Shang-Chi.
That one was really cool.
That was cool. I really liked there was a lot of really good fighting scenes in that one. I enjoyed it.
Yeah, I might go see a new movie tomorrow. I don't know yet. It's that Everything Everywhere All at Once movie. I don't even know what it's about, but
oh my goodness, I've heard such good things about that movie. And like, basically everybody I've known has told me to go see that movie in the last like month. I just have not had time to leave my house for like a month, so I haven't been able to go see it. And I think it's leaving theaters around here soon, so I got to do that eventually.
Yeah,
I got to go see it.
I don't even know what it's about.
I'm supposed to go see. Oh, it's like
it looks like a multiverse.
It's like an alternate
movie.
universe. Yeah, it's a multiverse movie. Exactly, it's a multiverse movie. So like, there's a lot happening in that. But it's got the lady from Crouching Tiger, Hidden Dragon, which I love that movie. So it's very good. I want to see that very badly. I just don't have time to go anywhere.
Maybe bring the dog with you.
I wish I could bring the dog to the movies. She could stay home. I could go to a movie. She just got spayed like 2 weeks ago though. So she is literally, I had to babysit her for like a month on end. And she was sick before that. It was just like the dog is just so much work, but that's how pets are. So much work.
And they live rent free.
That's true. She does live rent free. She gets a lot of expensive treats and expensive food, and it's fine. She's cute. She gets away with it. She's cute.
That's all that matters.
She's crunching very loudly in the background. Hopefully
she knows what she's
mic doesn't
doing.
pick up her very loud crunching.
But I hope it does.
Maybe it will.
I don't hear it though.
Can you hear
it's okay.
No. Okay. Good.
That's okay.
I'm using my work headset. Like it's like a sound canceling headset that will block out any background sounds for the most part. But sometimes it doesn't work.
Yeah. No, I think I've said it before, but I have like a $50 USB mic that's just sitting on. I have like a 24-inch Bulbasaur plushie that's sitting next to me, and then I just have like Apple headphones plugged into my computer.
See, but your mic sounds really good. Like my mic, when I listen to myself on the Farm RPG like D&D one, like I'm like, sometimes my mic sounds terrible. I'm like, ugh, I need to get like an actual mic for this because my mic sounds so bad in comparison to everybody else's. So it's time to upgrade, I think.
Mine was $50.
My birthday's coming up. I'll have my husband buy me something good.
Yes. Call in the favor.
Yeah, exactly.
Like what is it, The Godfather? Something about someone's birth. I've never seen The Godfather. I've never seen movies. There's so many movies that I just
haven't watched them.
Before
you haven't seen The Godfather?
No, before I started dating my
What the
boyfriend, I hadn't seen Star Wars or Lord of the Rings either. Now I like
You're
Star
killing
Wars.
me. You're absolutely murdering me. You're murdering my soul. Star Wars, I love Star Wars. I'm a huge Star Wars fan. Like, I've watched all the cartoons. I've watched literally everything Star Wars. I'm a big fan.
I have now.
But I understand when people haven't seen it. But The Godfather, come on.
No, there's a lot. So like a lot of the times when new quests come out to kind of pull it back into the game a little bit, and it like a little bit is like, you know, a play on some famous movie or whatever, I'm like, it goes over my head and I just roll with it.
Oh my goodness. We're going to have to get you watching some movies. I'm going to have to give you a list. I've watched so many movies. I watched literally everything that comes out for the most part, or try to, especially if it's like horror. I watch a lot of horror, which you wouldn't suspect if you looked at like the stuff I draw, but I really enjoy like horror movies.
I don't
Scary.
like to be, I do not like to be spooked.
Me, I love it. I'm a big fan. I'm not, I don't get scared. So nothing scares me ever. I love scary movies. I'm a big fan. I have many suggestions.
I get scared very easily.
Oh, you do? Oh no.
I do. So like watching the newest season of Stranger Things was like, oh my God.
Oh, you getting real scared? I love it. We just finished up the 4 parts. Or no, it was 7 parts today, I think, or this season. I can't wait for the second half, though. The second half, I'm so excited.
Well, there's supposed to be 2 more episodes of this half, I thought.
Yes, there is. No, not of this half. This half is done. They're putting out the second half July 1st. There's going to be 2 more episodes, but they're both like movie length.
Well, so was episode 7. Episode 7 was like an hour and 38 minutes.
Yeah, the I guess episode 8 is like an hour and 40, and episode 9 is 2 hours and 40 minutes.
Ooh. And that's the rest of the season?
That's the rest of the season. And then there's going to be 1 more season after that, they said. So we'll see.
Oh, is there? I thought they were doing... Oh. Okay.
No, they're not done. There's going to be a season 5, supposedly. But yeah, no, it's super good. It was really... This season, the writing is impeccable.
I really liked the way that they tied it all together. And I like... And we were talking about Stranger Things because when we were doing our spotlight a little bit earlier today, but
you were?
Yeah, but we didn't get too spoily. But like, I kind of figured out what was happening like halfway through episode 7. I didn't say anything. But I figured out the big bad and the connection, and then it happened, and I was like, I knew it. It clicked.
Yeah,
got it.
My husband called it like episode 4. He's like, I'm calling this. I'm not going to say what the spoilers. I'm not going to give no spoilers, but you should watch it if you're into it. It's good. But yeah, no, he called it like, I mean, I'm like, I don't know, hon. And he's just like, no, it's this. I know it. I'm like, okay, dude. And
I mean,
right.
I thought I thought there was something, not right about the situation. Just the way that one kept showing up and just like acting that way. And
yeah, no, it's very good. It's excellent. So if you haven't watched it yet, go watch it. If you have watched it, you can go ahead and message me or Auggie, and we'll talk to you about it, because I would love to talk about it.
This is the spoiler-free spoilers chat for Stranger Things.
The spoilers-free for Stranger Things on Tea Time on Farm RPG podcast.
Yes.
But while we're on television, you know what just got renewed? I don't know if you've watched it.
What?
This links in great with the new fishing zone. Okay, it's Our Flag Means Death. Our Flag Means Death, which is a pirate show made by Taika Waititi. It's very good. 1 season is out right now. It's on HBO Max. It's extremely good. Please watch it if you haven't watched it yet. But they just renewed for a 2nd season, which I'm very excited about. It's excellent. It's excellent. Go watch it. It's pirates. It's about Blackbeard. And it's about Steed, the gentleman pirate. And it's like a show about the 2 of them together. It's like based on true events. It's very good. It's also a comedy.
Based on true events, but also a comedy. That's a good combo.
Yes, it's excellent. You must watch it. Everybody must watch it.
I probably will, like, throughout the week, next week.
Please do. You will enjoy it. I have a feeling you will enjoy it. I know it in my bones.
I will have to watch it. And what is it called again?
It's Our Flag Means Death.
Okay. And that's referring to their cool pirate flag.
Their cool pirate flag, yeah.
Does it have a steam, was it steam wagon?
It doesn't have a steam wagon, no, but there's many flags. You'll see. It's very good. It's very good. It's excellent. Chef's kiss. A chef's kiss of a show.
I really didn't want to stop playing D&D the other
pirates.
day. We were going hard. we were
going hard.
So I don't know if this.
We could have kept going.
Yeah, we totally could have.
I think this will come out probably before that episode, because this will probably come out in either the next one or the one after. But I think we're 2 behind.
Yes, we're referring to the big Crawdad episode.
The big Crawdad episode. No spoilers, but
yeah.
Whenever that comes out, we were really feeling ourselves that night. The dice were
in fuego. And fuego.
They were in fuego. They were so hot. They were so, like, they just wanted to keep going. The dice wanted to keep playing. I could tell.
But like they were hot for everybody, because even Belligan was getting good rolls.
Mm-hmm. We were all doing really well, and I don't roll very well usually. I roll bad. I'm a traditionally a very low roller when it comes to anytime I'm playing Dungeons and Dragons. I just prepare for like under 10 always. But no, I was rolling high. I was happy about it. I was so pumped.
There were a lot of natural 20s and unnatural 20 somethings.
Yes, I was shocked. I was shocked about the amount of 20s we were rolling. It was good.
Yeah.
And it's like all done in the app, so like we can't even like futz our rolls, so it's nice.
Yeah, and like everybody sees it like as it happens, and we're also recording, so like
even Belligan, I think, may even see it before we see it sometimes, because sometimes it doesn't pop in for me, and he'll be like, "Oh," and I'll be like, "Oh, wait, I don't see it yet. Where is it?" And then it pops in for me like a minute later. So I'm like, "Oh, geez, rolling high, love that,
rolling hot."
Yep.
Yeah, that's fun. I've been enjoying playing.
I know. I love having like a regular Dungeons and Dragons thing, so it's super good.
Yeah, it's definitely been like a refreshing experience to like actually get to play every week with like
playing every week with a regular group that plays like on time, and we play for a specific amount of time, like an hour and a half ish. It's very good. I mean, on time-ish. I don't think anybody's been more than 30 minutes late.
There was that one time where I was running late, but it was because I was really tilted.
You were real mad.
It was
like family drama, I believe. You were having some family
It wasn't even
drama.
my family drama. It was like my boyfriend's, like and now I remember why I was tilted. No, that was.
Don't get re-tilted.
I know, I won't. But like, that was bad.
Bad times.
Yeah, and
bad times for.
Then I realized what time it was, and I was like, I gotta go. And then I was tilted before we started recording for like 15 minutes.
Yeah, you were ready to fight. You were ready to fight that night.
Yeah, and then I think that was the night I got that natural 100, though.
No, it was. I mean, the universe was rewarding you. Yeah, that'll untilt you real fast in that 100. So
yeah, I don't think that Belligan thought that it would happen. Definitely I feel like it's not all the time, but like sometimes I just am really lucky in terms of like things that are with chance, like with the wheel, with the, whatever stuff.
Yeah. High luck stat. You got a high luck stat.
Yeah. But
that's always nice. I don't have a high luck stat. My luck stat is in the garbo, but that's okay. I am a very positive human being. I don't need the high luck. The power of positivity, baby.
The power of complaining works also.
Yes, the power of complaining does work. If you've been in spoilers and you want to complain about anything, usually if you're like missing something, like you're waiting on a heart piece or whatever, and you make a complaint, listen, people will get it. Like the next time they harvest, I've seen it happen so many times The power of complaining, and spoilers specifically, it works.
Something about the salty air.
Yeah, I don't know what it is. The crystals, the salt crystals are aligned in there, and
just the concentration is just right.
Yeah, exactly. There's a power there.
Have we rambled enough? We've been rambling for 40 minutes.
It's 40 minutes of rambling. So, I mean, I'm going to let Deligan know you can cut out any of this that doesn't.
Yeah, do what you want.
Doesn't suit. Do what you want. Clip us up. Cut us to pieces. We don't need 40 minutes of us just rambling about Stranger Things.
You could just put it on
the dog.
Listen, we love the dog.
The dog, yeah, she's good. She's good. She's getting into trouble right now, but she's good.
Okay. All right. Are we going to do the legendary sign off?
Yeah, legendary sign off. Let's go.
Okay. Bye.
Okay, bye.
Bye.